Okay, now the part we've all been waiting for. Getting this A unit to work. Now, I did go ahead, after much research, I've gone ahead and acquired the Decoder Buddy V1B with the light board, and of course the Decoder Buddy is set for a 21 pin decoder. I've also, at Nick Santo's suggestion, got the power bridge as a keep alive, and the decoder that we're using is a Soundtraxx 21 pin decoder for EMD locomotives. Now, I have to give credit where credit is due. This an E7, a Proto 2000 E7 that had a QSI decoder was rewired for with a Decoder Buddy and the same decoder and the same keep alive by Larry Langer, otherwise known as Solo Contracting. So I have to give credit where credit is due. He did this install. He did an install similar to this on a Proto E7. So I'm going to attempt the same thing. And the way that he orientated the locomotive is the same way that I'm orientating the locomotive. One difference, though, are the color wires for the lights, because this, like the E7, has a Mars light and a main headlight, and it also has number boards. The speakers were wired in series, which means I'm going to have to cut them to size, because the Decoder Buddy has two speaker connections. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I'm going to have to, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. It seems painfully obvious that some of these wires have to be cut down to size. I also identified, which is motor positive and which is motor negative, which of course would be orange and gray. This is the positive, and this one is negative. This is track right, track left on the back, and track right and track left on the front. So let's get to it. Alright, so it looks like I got the connections for the motor soldered in. Of course, I had to cut it down to size. So I guess it's a matter of taking care of the track connections and the speaker. So as far as the rear speaker goes, this is speaker positive, which goes over here, and this is speaker negative. Now I'm gonna have to crisscross it for the front, which Larry did in his video, but of course he wired his positive not crisscross. He had to do it for the rear speaker. So the way, I guess, after I cleaned the locomotive, and oof, that locomotive, that lubrication that was in there, oh my goodness. I must have rearranged the positive and negative, but that's no worry. We'll get this done. So I'm going to take care of the tracks, the track connections next. Yeah. All right. Just going to tin them up, and then we'll connect them. All right. Technically, with exception for the lights, all connections are soldered. The speaker, the tracks, the only thing that remains are the lights. But I'm eager to take this to the programming track. But first things first. All right, I see the orientation. At least I think I see the orientation. Hold on a second. All right, so I got a little dumbfounded as to how the decoder is installed. So shout out to George over at Soundtraxx for posting a video as to how to install a 21-pin one of their 21-pin decoders into the Decoder Buddy. So crisis averted. So now it's just a matter of taking care. Well, we're going to take this to the track and see if I screwed anything up. So hold on to your hats.